Okay, so this is chapter 3, 2 variable data. I'm just gonna be showing you how to go around this.
Yo, I got so much. I think it was like.
So for the chapters, there's always videos, notes, and a quiz. Every first one, you press it, and it'll take you to YouTube videos. Second one is just the notes on what it is. And the third one with the question mark is the quiz you have to do. So the first quiz is comparing 1 and 2 variable data. You have to get a 70% on every quiz to move on to the next point. Yeah, the next quiz. So you get 70% on the comparing 1 and 2 variable data, and then you go on to the scatter plots, and then same format, videos, notes, quiz. So you watch all the videos. You can look at the notes if you want, and then you do the quiz, and then you get 70% on that. You go to the next one, line of best fit. You watch all the videos for that. Then you look at the notes for that, the line of best fit, extrapolation and interpolation. And then you do the quiz, 70%. You have to get 70% to move on to the assignment. And then you do the assignment. You hand it in. And then you're done and you just wait for the test.
Okay. So then what does, let's see, what does this mean here? Let me point. So this here.
Oh, that's just how many of these you completed.
You've done.
Exactly.
Okay. And then what do these mean?
What you've completed,
Yeah,
what
so
you still need to
all
do.
the check marks are the one that you opened and that you looked at and did. All the ones that have like the circles are the ones you didn't open.
Okay. And what about over here? So how does this work?
Well, those are all the chapters. So the numbers just mean like this one says 4 for chapter 3. That means that you didn't open 4 of the topics. So 1 is the assignment, line of best fit, the stats, and the comparing 1 and 2 variable data.
Okay. And what about up here? So what other options do you have? So when would you download or send something to a binder?
Oh, we've never used that.
No, that you
yeah,
don't
we just
use?
ignore that. Yeah,
What about bookmark?
that's just if you want to bookmark something so you don't forget it.
Okay. And upcoming events?
That's our calendar, so
Yeah.
we can see when tests are coming up.
Tests are coming, when our assignments are due, like what pace you should be at.
Okay, perfect. Anything else you want to add?
Thank you for listening.
Question.
Go ahead.
How does this platform, so how does D2L compare to Edmodo?
It's simpler.
Yeah, this one's simpler. Edmodo, every time you did a quiz,
Just to find the calendar was a mission.
oh yeah, it was the calendar. But every time we did a quiz on Edmodo, if we wanted to get if we wanted to do it again, we'd have to email Mr. Bocastro. Then he had to reopen it for us.
Okay.
But for this one, we could do it as many times in a row.
So you help me understand. So at the start of the year, you were using Edmodo. Or the start of this term, right?
Yeah.
Start of this term, you were using Edmodo, and then switched to D2L. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So then, what do you have a preference between the two?
Probably this one for sure.
Yeah.
It's just easier to go around,
Okay.
and it's kind of like less work for him because we don't have to ask him sir, can you open this? Yeah.
To resend and everything.
Okay. Were there any other features of Edmodo that either you liked or you didn't like?
I liked Edmodo. One part I liked about Edmodo is he didn't know when we logged on.
Okay.
So we didn't have to log on for a couple of days.
Yeah.
But for this one, he knows. But I don't mind it. It doesn't matter. We're not trying to hide anything.
So, and then was there anything else that you didn't like about
We're not doing
Edmodo?
anything physically. It's an online service.
I didn't like the name of it, Edmodo.
You didn't like Edmodo.
Yeah, just the name was annoying.
If you only do this class, that's very
What about, was the format the same? Like videos, notes, and quizzes? And
Same
so
format.
Were the quizzes the same? The notes the same? The videos the same? Okay. What happened when you did a quiz on Edmodo? Did you have to earn a 70 as well?
He recently changed
You
that,
have to go
yeah.
and hunt down all
Well,
the
that's
It's because
recent.
people were skipping quizzes.
Yeah.
They weren't doing it, and then some class did poorly on a test. So now we can do 70% higher.
So what do you think about that?
I like it. It kind of drives you more to do better.
Why? Why do you think?
Because now we know we have to get 70. Because some people are oh, I got a 50. On to the next one.
What if you got a 40?
you can still go on to the next one.
You could.
Yeah, but this one you have to get
This one's
70.
better because you actually learn the stuff.
Yeah.
You're forced to do it till you get 70% on each, and by then you should know everything with a basic understanding of it.
Is there a set number of times you could attempt a quiz?
No.
On this, you have unlimited tries.
Yeah.
So what if you, let's say you did the quiz and you earned a 70. So there's obviously a few questions that you didn't answer correctly. How do you know what you did? You didn't perform well on, or you weren't understanding.
Once you finish the quiz and submit it, it will pop up, and when you scroll down, it will show you the whole quiz with all the correct answers and what you've got right.
And was the same in Edmodo?
Yeah.
I think Edmodo just showed you your mark.
Yeah. I don't think it showed us what we got wrong on it.
Do you think that it's?
Oh yeah, it didn't. I remember.
Do you like seeing what you got wrong and
Yeah.
why you got it wrong?
Well, it doesn't explain what we did wrong. It just shows the answer.
Okay.
Like it'd be a problem, and then it show you the answer instead
Okay.
of like all those steps. But
So how could you use that information then? Like,
just to see like where you went wrong, try to do it again. See if you're closer to the answer they gave you.
Well, basically, like, you can, like, bounce it off the ground.
that's great. So do you like working on? Do you like a platform like this? Would you prefer like a more traditional math class?
Like on the board, like taking notes.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that more, but I've been like, I've grown more on like this idea.
Oh yeah. How so?
I went from like a 1 out of 10 to like maybe now like a 6 or 7. How about you?
I do prefer textbook and on the board because you can just do more and more examples to help. But I have grown to this. I mean, it's just
Let's say you did like.
what's the word I'm looking for?
We used to hate it. Now
Yeah.
now it's decent. Now we like
now
it.
it's
Maybe.
decent.
Now it's decent.
Do you think though that? So have you ever had a class like this?
No.
No.
Not really. No.
Would you take another class like this?
I mean, the downside is
It depends what course. Like for math, it's harder because
maybe for English.
yeah, maybe English, yeah, probably because it's just like essays and stuff and books. But for this, like it doesn't show you like the actual like the steps and what you're doing.
Right.
So that's probably like a downside on it for using this for math.
You were gonna say there was another downside that you thought of. Well, you said there was a downside.
There's a downside because then what was it? It just since he's giving us so much free time in class, most of the time nobody really does the actual work. They just goof off. At least if he's up there, they're forced to learn for the first maybe half an hour before they can do whatever they want, which is getting some of the information into the brain, other than here where they can just be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it and just go on YouTube and whatever.
So does your work get done though?
It depends like what student.
Yeah, I guess on your worth ethic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find like for you, does the work get done?
Yeah, I get the work done.
Yeah,
And for
yeah.
you?
Yeah, we like me and him usually just work together every day and just try to finish as much as we can.
Do you think that if you were in like a class where it was like the teacher did stand up at the front and did do the lessons like you said, do you think everybody does listen and pay attention
not
and learn that
everyone.
way?
Not everybody,
Yeah, it gets boring at times.
but the teacher could at least get your attention.
Yeah, like at least you're like copying the notes and stuff, just to see it. But sometimes people just get like annoyed of doing the same thing, like every day, same class or different classes, same thing.
Yeah.
People get annoyed at that. But this is just like it's more relaxed and more chill.
Do you like that though?
Yeah,
I mean,
just like
in moderation.
Yeah. I guess it's one extreme to another
yeah,
extreme,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
That it's trying to find maybe that happy medium,
Yeah,
right? Because what I found was sometimes when like I was teaching, I would know when the kids stopped listening to me.
yeah,
And I would know when, who was listening and who wasn't. And so I find this idea is interesting to me, to really find out like what students think about it, because it's something that works. Is there? So I have a question for you then. How do you think you could tweak this? So maybe it worked, this whole system, like this flipped classroom, like how could you make it work a little bit better for you?
Oh,
It goes so much faster.
Yeah, speeds up.
Yeah, I'm at 114.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, like the first one.
It's a good question. Oh.
You like that best though, eh?
But it's just like,
Maybe
I
just
don't even know I'm actually hitting the tiles.
more examples?
Yeah, exactly. Just
I'm like, whoa, I'm doing it.
Actually, no, not really. It shows in the videos.
Yeah.
It shows in the
You get
videos.
videos and then
Yeah. That's hard. I don't. Can't give you an answer on that.
I don't know, like but that would be the teacher preference.
That'd be a good question to ask like Google, just to see. Like, what, yeah, Google.
How you tweak this?
Advantages and disadvantages of like online like
Okay,
stuff.
well, maybe let's think about it. Like, what do you feel like you're missing? Is there something that you feel like you miss, or you would like a little bit more of? Is there anything?
Well, then I would have to go back on what you said for the explanations. Just because even though you have the videos and the notes, I mean, they're only showing you one way. At least if the teacher does it up there, he can show you multiple different ways.
Would you be open to maybe students sharing like their strategies? So like this is maybe your teacher's way of doing something. Maybe like you know, you showing how you approach
Oh,
the
yeah,
task,
yeah.
like, and then you show how you approach the task. That, I think, or am I missing what you're saying? Like you want to
No,
see
I mean,
more examples and
Like
more
just
ways to do
seeing
things.
different ways of doing it because not everybody can do
Like one way. Not,
one way.
Yeah, not everyone learns like the same. Not everyone sees like the same thing that you see on a board.
Right.
People like just have like different views on like a question.
Yeah.
They approach it a different way.
Okay.
So just like doing a question in different ways, right?
Yeah, just doing it different ways.
And so I have one other question for you, and then I'll let you guys do your work. So at each chapter, do you have like a task you have to do?
A task?
Yeah, like now you're working on surveys.
Yeah.
So do you have something for each chapter that you have to do? Remember last
Yeah,
time?
we have an assignment for each
Do you have like a kind
Yeah,
of
like
like
a
a
project.
project?
Yeah.
What do you think about doing something like that?
I like
math. That kind of pisses me off.
Why?
I don't know, it's weird because it's math. You don't usually hear about projects or ICUs during math. It's more just do the work test. So it's weird. Especially that one when we had to go measure rooms.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, but it kind of makes this course more fun. Just like doing assignments, like surveys, walking around the school asking questions, or measuring stuff in the room. It makes it fun.
So then you're kind of using math for real life
Yeah.
purposes as opposed to just doing it in the textbook, right?
Yeah.
But I can understand where sometimes it might not be exactly what you want to do. I can definitely get that. Oh, thanks guys.
No problem.